Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about an important safety issue with the Drost, and it involves this barrel. And I know the guy who makes these barrels watches my videos, so to you I'm not going to mention your name or your business, and I'm not here to talk about your shady business practices, but I do know you watch my videos. That being said, the problem with these barrels is that it's a smooth bore barrel and it's made to look like steel. I'll show you some close-ups a little bit later, but it's not steel, it is brass. And the way these fail is, I'll go over that with you on how I think they fail, but what I've seen is the rupture from the side, and in both cases that I've been told about, it actually throws a BB out of the side. So yeah, I would definitely not use one of these barrels with anything that I built. If you do, you know, that's up to you, but just know these barrels are unsafe, and I'm about to go over why. This barrel was given to me by someone, and I guess it stopped working on it because I tried to do the drop test, which is you put a BB in one end, you turn it over, and you time how long it takes it to come out of the other end. And when I did that, this is what happened. It gets stuck in the bottom. That is because the barrel is so beat up in the breech. You probably can't see that, but the barrel's so beat up in the breech that the BBs won't pass anymore. Does that look like steel to you? And would steel scratch like that? I mean, that might even be straight up copper. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill this out so I can get a BB to pass. And then we're gonna compare it with a few more barrels. All right, I'll show you the filings that just came out of it. And that was very soft. And you know, this is not a high quality stainless steel. So what we're gonna do is the drop test with these 4 different barrels. The one on the top, this one, is an unused smooth bore built by Drosmax. This is a 400 millimeter brand new smooth bore from the Russians. And this is a well-worn rifled barrel from Drosmax. And here we have this. So I'm going to do this test with the same BB. I'm not going to put a stopwatch on it. You guys can do that. But we're going to start with the unused, basically new Drosmax smooth bore. And it'll start as soon as I turn it vertically. And there it is. Hope you guys can see this, but I'll put my thumbs up whenever it lands in case you don't. Now, up next is the Russian 400 millimeter barrel. By the way, this barrel is going into the first, what I'm calling them Freebird builds, and I should actually finish building that today. So look out for that in the next few videos or so. So this one appears to have done better than the Drozmax smoothbore. All right, up next, the well-worn Drozmax rifled bore. And this. Sorry guys, I stepped on my mic cord and it stopped running, I stopped recording, but what we're going to do is we're going to compare these two side by side, this barrel and the Russian 400 millimeter smoothbore. Okay. And in the playback, I did hear that you could hear the BB hitting the ground, so don't look for the thumbs up. And the 400 millimeter Russian smoothbore. Now I'm going to explain to you what all this means and why it's important. All right, here it is with the shroud. The shroud is very flimsy, but that's not really, I'm not here to bash the shroud. It must be aluminum. But yeah, this is unsafe, and the reason it is unsafe is, for one, it's made out of copper or brass. The wall thickness is less than the wall thickness of a quality smoothbore. And also the inner diameter is larger than that of a quality smoothbore. And that's where the big problem comes in, because BBs are not 177 caliber. BBs are more like 175 caliber on average. So I believe what happened in the design of this is they designed this for 177 caliber. In fact, I just thought of something. Let me go get a pellet real quick and see if it fits down in here. I'll be right back. So I went back there and I found these, and they're unopened. So let's open this up and just see if it is 177 caliber. We ought to be able to press one of these into the breech, but that's not going to work because I can't get to the breech. And I doubt that I can easily unscrew this from it, because I'm sure that the breech is mushroomed in here. So we'll just try to press it in the end of the barrel. Well, what do you know? Well, that's 177 caliber, guys. Huh. All right. I'm going to show you that this is not. It won't go. That is because quality smoothbore is about 175. And that is because back in the day, before big bores and all that got really popular, they probably pay a lot more attention to it and have deeper riflings now. I'm just guessing, but BBs were meant to, they were designed to be shot out of a rifle barrel that you could also shoot pellets out of, a .177 caliber rifle barrel. And it would just ride on the lands and air would go in front of it, hence why the rifle barrel will accept the BB, but it is nowhere near as tight as, say, either one of these smoothbores. Now, that's what makes this dangerous, because it's brass, and when a .175 caliber BB goes through here, it's going to bounce up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And every time it bounces, it's going to create a dent. And it'll eventually push up enough material. I've seen them, when they fail, I've seen them fail about right here, and the BB just comes right out of the side. I don't know why it doesn't fail here more often than here, and I've only seen 2 incidents of this happen. I'm sure there's been a lot more. But in a quality smoothbore barrel, the BB is not ever supposed to touch the side. It's just supposed to ride on a tiny cushion of air and go straight out of the barrel. But another thing about this is when you have a bore this sloppy, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, and it's going to leave the end of the barrel on a bounce. And then it's going to bounce not where you're aiming every time. So beyond this being dangerous, I can guarantee you it is far more inaccurate than any of these other barrels. All right, guys, that's enough of my rant. Just be aware that this is what it looks like. And this is dangerous, so don't shoot these. All right, guys, that's enough of me ranting and raving. Later.